Whenever you use an electrical device, you owe Nikola Tesla a debt of gratitude. If Tesla hadn't been suppressed, he would have created a source of eternal free energy for the world. His name was even chosen by billionaire Elon Musk for his electric car company. That is what people say about Nikola Tesla, the Serbian-American inventor. But is his legacy being overhyped? How much of the free energy story is actually true, and does the world really owe Tesla a thank you? The answers will be revealed in this video. One of Nikola Tesla's most significant legacies, cited by countless websites, is that he invented alternating current, the power source used by billions of families across the globe. But is that actually the case? To be fair, alternating current, AC, wasn't the invention of any single individual. Back in 1832, Hippolyte Pixii was the first to successfully build an AC generator based on Michael Faraday's principles of electromagnetic induction. Nikola Tesla wasn't even born until 1856, 24 years later. According to Tesla fanatics, he somehow miraculously invented AC current 24 years before he was even conceived. I'm over 70 years old and I've never seen anything like it. Even before Tesla was born, AC was already being used in the medical field. Tesla himself studied AC in university, and how on earth can you invent something that was already there for you to study? Alright, so Nikola Tesla couldn't possibly be the father of AC. Could he be the father of the electronic age instead? Let's see. AC is great for long-distance transport, but direct current, DC, is the true heart of electronic devices. Your home electronics have to convert AC to DC to function. Fast forward to 1888, Tesla was the first to be granted a patent for a three-phase AC motor in the US. But listen to this, a month earlier, Italian electrical engineer Galileo Ferraris had published a similar invention, offering it to the world for free. American inventor William Stanley testified that he had seen Ferraris's three-phase motor with his own eyes as early as 1885. In court, Tesla claimed he had envisioned the invention in his head before Galileo Ferraris. The U.S. court sided with Tesla, though the most convincing evidence was testimony from 3 of Tesla's colleagues who claimed they saw him create an induction motor in the fall of 1887 before it was destroyed by fire. Many say Tesla saw the profit potential in Ferraris's invention and turned it into his own patents with the help of George Westinghouse, an American businessman and pioneer in the power industry, and a rival to Edison. Tesla then leased his induction motor patents to Westinghouse for $60,000 and became a consultant for a year with a salary equivalent to about $780,000 today. So, Tesla didn't invent AC. What did he actually do? The world recognizes Tesla for creating the first practical AC motor and the polyphase system in 1888. His inventions drastically improved AC, making it efficient and widespread, and helped make long-distance power transmission a reality. Tesla indirectly ended the war of currents with an obvious victory for the AC side. It's no exaggeration to say he played a major role in accelerating human industrialization. Does that mean if Tesla hadn't been born, we wouldn't have AC? Aside from Tesla, many other great minds were researching AC at the time. Specifically, a type of transformer developed by Lucien Gollard and John Gibbs was demonstrated in London in 1881. This invention caught Westinghouse's attention. Meanwhile, William Stanley Jr., working directly for Westinghouse, successfully built the first long-distance AC transmission system in 1886, marking a turning point in the war of currents. And clearly, the polyphase AC generator had already been proven feasible by Ferraris. Knowing this, do you still think we wouldn't have AC today without Tesla? Admiration for Tesla peaks when people say he dreamed of building a device to provide free, unlimited energy to the entire world. Tesla's plan was to build a giant tower that could harvest electrical energy from the Earth's atmosphere and transmit it wirelessly to receivers worldwide. He believed a vast amount of electrical energy was dispersed in the atmosphere and that every home could use it with an antenna. However, his project was never completed. This is where many Tesla fans believe a conspiracy prevented him from giving free power to the people. They claim Tesla succeeded and we should have had $0 electricity bills, but evil oil tycoons or governments suppressed him to protect their profits. But is that the truth? If we think critically, we realize most businesses don't destroy new technologies or genius inventors, they exploit them to make money. Take solar energy, for example, a free energy source being harnessed globally. Furthermore, in the digital age, such a massive conspiracy would likely have leaked. Ever heard of the Panama Papers? Setting aside subjective reasoning, let's analyze Tesla's free energy work from a scientific perspective. First, Tesla never invented a system for free energy. This misconception has three origins. The first relates to a device Tesla patented in 1901 to collect radiant energy, but it was essentially just a radiation detector. A similar but more refined machine was invented 8 years later by Hans Geiger, the Geiger counter. Tesla's use of radiant energy referred to ionizing radiation like X-rays, not some mysterious, infinite power source. The second origin comes from Tesla's 1890s plan to harness the potential difference between the Earth's surface and the upper atmosphere. Tesla proposed a machine with an energy collector raised to 9,000 meters. The collected electricity would be transmitted wirelessly. But Tesla wasn't a physicist, so he didn't immediately realize these wild ideas wouldn't work. While a potential difference exists, it is small and erratic. If harvesting energy from the air is far-fetched, transmitting it through the air to everyone's home is even more speechless. Even today, wireless power distribution is impractical because it's extremely inefficient, with massive losses even over short distances. Wireless phone chargers always get much hotter than wired ones. Additionally, a receiver can only capture a tiny fraction of the original energy sent. If you've ever lost Wi-Fi in the bathroom, you understand. This is exactly what Tesla intended to do. Even if it worked, meaning you could transmit power through the air to turn on a TV or light a bulb from a Tesla tower 100 meters away, anyone in the path of that current would be electrocuted instantly. That's why we keep electricity inside wires with plastic insulation, and high-voltage lines are hung high or buried. If the Tesla tower were operational, 90% of news resources would be spent reporting on birds and people being fried to death globally. If you weren't electrocuted, you'd be cooked. To transmit electricity over long distances through the air, the only solution is electromagnetic waves. You can't use gamma rays, X-rays, or UV rays because they would fry you from the inside out or turn humanity into Hulk or She-Hulk if we're lucky. You can't use infrared because it's too hot, or visible light because it would be blinding. The only choice left is radio waves. But even radio waves, when transmitted at levels high enough to light a bulb from kilometers away, would be hot enough to burn everything. The core of the Tesla conspiracy theory is that oil giants crushed him because free energy would bankrupt them. This is a crazy idea because there is no such thing as free electricity. Let's use our brains to analyze this. First, energy is neither created nor destroyed, it only changes form. We build dams to block water, use turbines for wind, solar panels for sun, and uranium to heat water in reactors, all to convert different forms of energy into electricity. Free energy exists in the form of wind and sunlight, but converting it into useful energy you can use requires technology, machinery, and infrastructure. And technology, machinery, and infrastructure cost money. Anything that costs money to build cannot be free. Even if the project had succeeded, Tesla had no intention of giving you free electricity. He would have sold it to customers, using frequency conversion technology to ensure only paying customers could access it. In a capitalist world, did you just drop in from Mars? Life isn't a dream. Tesla never solved the wireless power problem, which is inherently impossible. With funding from J.P. Morgan, Tesla built the Wardenclyffe Tower on Long Island to test it. However, funding ran out in 1904, and today everyone agrees it would never have worked. The third origin of the secret free energy myth comes from what he called small particles moving at high velocity, far exceeding the speed of light. Tesla claimed to have created a condenser to collect cosmic rays and power a motor. But he also admitted the power was negligible. Today we know this idea is completely absurd, nothing is faster than light, and the energy from cosmic rays is far too small to exploit. So why do the myths about Nikola Tesla keep growing? Why do more young people grow up with these false beliefs? We don't deny Tesla's talent and contributions. He helped develop and promote AC, contributed significantly to understanding radio waves and wireless communication, and created one of the first AC motor designs. But he is also credited as the father of many things he didn't invent, or didn't invent alone, like AC current, transformers, radar, fluorescent lights, microwave transmitters, and so on. Why is that? Why do people worldwide love Tesla so much they elevate him to an angel and attribute things to him he didn't invent? The answer isn't hard to understand. Nikola Tesla came to America with a wallet thinner than a mosquito's waist and a head full of ambition. In this story, Tesla is the underdog. He stood against Thomas Edison, the greatest inventor of all time. People love Tesla as a silent hero while criticizing Edison as a thief. Almost everyone who knows Edison knows the story that he didn't invent the light bulb. Some take joy in calling Edison a villain. In stories and movies, people tend to support the side they perceive as good, righteous, and the underdog, and here, that's Tesla. But was Tesla a silent hero? I don't know about hero, but if you think Tesla was a quiet inventor who didn't promote himself, you are dead wrong. For top-tier inventors like Edison or Tesla, maintaining their image and talent was crucial to attracting the public and investors. Their game was seeking fame at any cost, and history proves both were very good at it. Tesla was Edison's biggest rival in the late 19th century. In fact, he was more famous than Edison throughout the 1890s. To make their idol win against Edison, the public hasn't hesitated to weave stories, piece together conspiracy theories, and pad Tesla's resume with things he never said or invented. Everyone loves getting something for nothing. So, the story of a man who invented a water-powered car being assassinated by oil corporations, or Nikola Tesla's career being ruined for trying to create infinite free energy, will always be supported and believed by the public, regardless of scientific logic. That is the perspective of VFX. What about you? Do you think Nikola Tesla is being deified? Share your thoughts in the comments below.